This episode is brought to you by Shopify. That's the sound of switching your business to Shopify, the global commerce platform that supercharges your selling. Harness the best converting checkout and same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands. Stop leaving sales on the table. Discover why millions trust Shopify to build, grow, and run their business. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tech23.
Welcome to the Instagram Stories Flash Briefing. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. Did I predict like 6 months ago how big augmented reality filters were going to be? I said it like a bunch. And now, what kind of character are you is huge for everything. I saw a Star Wars one. I saw a Taco Bell one. I saw what famous person are you that didn't even show any pictures of famous people. This thing is blowing up. This is really what 2020 is about on Instagram, apparently, until we get bored and we move on to the next thing. But it's fun while it lasts. Let's get into the news. The head of Instagram, Adam Mosseri, did an Ask Me Anything on his Instagram stories the other day, and he shared some really good insights not only into his personality, but about what he thinks about when it comes to running the company. I'll go into some of the highlights that I think are really important for you to know. Someone asked Instagram stories or tweet storms for short-form narratives in 2020 and beyond. His answer? Depends on the audience and the story. If I'm trying to reach journalists, Tweetstorm. If I'm trying to reach a broader set of people interested in Instagram or tell a visual story, Instagram. He's right. Instagram is so much better for telling a visual story. When you go on Twitter, and although I do love Twitter, it's like drinking out of a fire hose. There are so many tweets and it's impossible to keep up. And even if there are good graphics, they're so tiny that you can barely see them. Instagram is much better for telling a visual story. The next question. What's the biggest problem facing the company right now? His answer, our biggest responsibility is the well-being of people that use Instagram. Our biggest challenge is competition. I don't agree with that statement at all, but I understand where he's coming from. I recently read on Twitter a poll and it asked, when you open Instagram, do you feel better or worse about yourself? And my immediate thought was, I feel worse about myself. Maybe you have that in common too, and I'm willing to bet based on the poll results that I saw that this is a lot more common than just the small subset of people who voted in that poll. This is a really important thing for Instagram to focus on going into 2020. The next question, what was the real goal of Instagram? Adam's simple answer, to connect you with the people and things that you love. To the point and accurate. The next question, of course, Instagram hiding likes in the USA. Update? His answer, still working on it. Question, do you pick questions just based on the public relations value of your answers? His answer, nope. I sift through a lot of requests to be verified and a decent amount of profanity and try to find a few good questions, both fun and serious, that I think I'd want answered if I didn't work here. Next question, Instagram top priorities for 2020? His answer, still finalizing, but the big ones are well-being, the elections here in the US, privacy, continuing to grow stories and messaging, and setting up new bets for success. If you don't follow Adam Mosseri, I'd highly recommend it. You can find him at Mosseri. He's the head of Instagram. He not only shares some behind-the-scenes things, but he does random Q&As like this, which are really, really valuable to understand more about where Instagram is headed. I want to take a minute to thank all of you who listen to this flash briefing. You may or may not know, but I'm headed to Project Voice, which is in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I have been nominated for the Flash Briefing of the Year award. I have no idea who nominated me for that, but I really, really am grateful. If you are going to be in Chattanooga and you're going to be at this event, if you can send me a direct message, either on Instagram at Daniel Hill Media or on Twitter, I would love to meet up and chat face to face. Thanks for listening.